Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you a poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Aslam, written by Stefan Spender. Stefan Spender here highlights the social inequalities, social injustice, communal inequalities that is in the society. We see always there are high class people and low class people. But in this poem, the slum children are deprived of many basic things. When we see these slum children, this is not unknown to us because we live in a society and we have seen the condition, the lifestyle of slum children and the high class society. High class societies have the different facilities, whereas the slum children are struggling for one time meal, and the education that is there, the government is also trying to bring them up. The educationists are trying to uplift them, and that is why up to 14 years of age the government is providing free and compulsory education for the low class society. Schooling and other even midday meals are also provided so that these slum children or the rural children can come and make their life by getting proper education, good education. See the slum children, how they are brought up, the way that they look, the way that they study, the physical growth, the mental growth, that is quite different than the people, those who are in the society, high class society. The main theme of the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Aslam. The main theme of the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Aslam, is to highlight the plight of unprivileged children. Unprivileged children means the children, those who are deprived, those who are not properly developed, those who are not properly fed, that are so-called beneficiaries of government funded education. Government funded education trying to provide free and compulsory education. That is why in the good schools also the admissions are given for this unprivileged class, and the government is funding them. Although the poem is a sharp commentary on the striking divide between the classes of society, high class and the low class society, it ends on an optimistic note. Optimistic. Opposite of optimistic is a pessimistic. Optimistic. Hope to do better in the days to come. Having positive expectation. Pessimistic is a negative aspect of thing. Here we believe, we hope that these children will study, and when they get proper education, their living standard also will improve. Believing that there still exists visionaries in society who will hearken to the cause of the less fortunate in societies, less fortunate people, those who are deprived, less fortunate, or the children who could not get chance to continue their studies. For them, the government is providing different sources so that they will study and make their life better. Let us see the poem. Today, I will be taking only two stanzas. The poem has been divided into four stanzas, and each stanza describes about the social conditions of the slum children. And of course, the images that are used in this poem is quite appealing. And to understand the poem, it will become easy for you because you live in a society and you have seen the condition of the slum children or the poor people and their way of life. Therefore, it will become easier to understand the poem. Here secondly you will see so many images are used. Different devices are used, and when you read this you'll know which device has been used. And from the examination point of view, if it is a multiple choice question, short and simple one word answers will be asked and you need to give the correct answer. Let us see the stanza first. This is the first stanza, is starting from far, from gusty waves and up to other than this. The first stanza, and second stanza is on sour cream walls up to stars of words. To begin with this poem, once again let me tell you the theme of the poem that is highlighted, that is described by the poet: social injustice or social inequalities. In order to bridge the gap between the high class society or low class society, different measures, different steps are being taken to improve the condition of the lower class or low class society. And even poet is making an appeal to each one of us, making an appeal to students, making an appeal to teachers, making an appeal to government, making an appeal to governors, politicians, bureaucrats, or high class society. Each one is responsible, and if the high class people support them, help them to overcome with the situation that they live, undoubtedly their living style will be changed. Far, far from gusty waves, the children's faces like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his desk, At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, like his eyes live in a dream of squirrel game in tree room other than this. Children, you can read again once again. Since I have read the poem first stanza very slowly, far, far from gusty waves, the children's faces like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones reciting a father's gnarled disease. His lessons from his desk at back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's game in tree room other than this. See the first line. The word gusty waves, which means glowing strongly, spirited, energetic, very powerful. But the slum children are very, very far away from these. You see the contrast? Metaphor has been used here. How they are very far away from. They are again not so happy. They are sitting there as if that they have no life in them. They are mal fed, not properly fed. Another side you see gusty waves, spirited, energetic, glowing. The children faces very far away from that, like rootless weeds. Rootless, which has no root in it, which has no base, which has no support. Weeds here refer to the wild plants, but it is compared here. You see, faces are like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor, which means that again the hair that is uncombed, un, not properly maintained, untidy, like rootless, like wild plants. That another girl is there here, the tall girl, very tall, but with her weighed down head. Again, it results, the consequence of her weighed down head is that she is not properly fed. She is not properly developed. The paper seeming. Next boy you see, the paper seeming boy. Paper seeming, lean and thin, with rat's eyes. The stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, reciting, sharing. What is being shared here? The disease of father is being transferred, and the child is inherited of father's disease. Gnarled. Father disease has been recited, has been transferred to the child or to children. Twisted bones, undoubtedly. When they need the basic things in their childhood, in their infancy, if it is not properly fed, if it is not properly given the nutritious food, the child will be underdeveloped. And another child again, next one, his lesson from desk, a back of the dim class. The classroom is very muddy, untidy. The walls are not properly painted and no light in it. Dark, dim light Also again symbolical is there. In the next stanza we will see here dim light not sufficient. Light is not sufficient. Dim, classroom is dark. One unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's game in tree room other than this. Paper swimming boy, tall girl, then another one child, paper swimming child, an unnoted boy, squirrel's game, live in a dream of, child lives in a dream to be so energetic, to be full of life, to be full of hope, to live in a hope. Squirrel's game, which refers to the life, activity, energetic, vigorous, strength in tree room other than this. So poet wants to say the slum children are very far away from the mainstream of life. They are like rootless plants, wild plants. The hair that is uncombed seems to be rootless plant. They are in such a condition that the children are sharing the disease of the father, and it is being communicated to another one. Second, so which is the here as per the poem, if you are asked to identify simile, second line, like rootless weed. Simile, comparison, like or as, so undoubtedly simile. First line, so images has been used, metaphor. Far if you take, from, far, f 3 times it has been repeated. It can be repetition, alliteration when you say, but here don't take only the word here, alliteration, f repetition, but let us take the sense here, gusty waves metaphor. Then with rat's eyes, the stunted unlucky hair, another device is used here. Let us take the second stanza. On sour cream walls, the donations Shakespeare's had, cloudless at doom, civilized dome, riding old cities, belled flowery, tireless valley, open-handed map. Sour cream walls, that smells like a sour cream. Donations, gifts presented to the slum children here. And what has been donated? The Shakespeare's head of Shakespeare has been a portrait. The portrait has been donated, and this portrait is hanged on the classroom wall. Now meaning of this one is because here in next stanza we will see Shakespeare's head, it's a wicked, we'll see. Why? That is because here there is no any association, no link between the life of Shakespeare or the achievement of Shakespeare has no relevance to the slum children. There is no any connectivity, there is no any association, there is no link of the achievement of Shakespeare and the life that they live. Cloudless at dome, civilized dome is a here, cloudless dome is a that is easily noticeable, maybe church like that, or any entrance of the district or of the city. That is the meaning of dome. Riding all cities, belled flowery. Tirolese Valley. Open-handed map. Open-handed map. The map that is being prepared, that is being made by the people, those who are in power. Maybe the bureaucrats, maybe the political leaders, or maybe the high class society that prepare the map. And these maps also again has no any relevance. Why? Because the place that they live is never located in the map. Awarding the world its world. Yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world were all their futures painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, capes, and stars of words. Stars of words refers to the promises, big promises that are made. Capes is a small piece of location that is never been. So sealed in, confined in the surrounding, in the slum with a lead sky. Finally, we can see that the classroom, the wall of classroom is untidy, muddy, with a smell, and in the same classroom the slum children are sitting and studying. The map, the charts, other portraits that are displayed on the wall have been donated by the powerful people, the people those who are in authority, the people those who are of high class have given the portrait as a donation. But those donations, those portraits has no any link or association with the lifestyle of the slum children. It has no any relevance or has no any practicality. So the poet is trying to tell each one of us to understand the situation of the slum children. In the next stanza again you will see poet will make us will request the readers. You are reader as a student, I am reader as a teacher, the politicians, the bureaucrats, or middle class family, high class family, or middle sahukars and all people. These people are the people again he is making them to improve the conditions of the slum children. So dear children, first two stanzas again you please read, and in the second stanza I will come to the tell you about the question answer that will be asked in the board examination. Every year you will see some extracts will be asked from these stanzas, and this year the pattern has been changed. Therefore each word and each line is important to attempt the question. To get better marks or good marks, you need to reread the poem and try to understand. Hope you could understand. And if you are facing any other difficulties, let me know that. And each one of you, again I want to know the timing for Zoom class, Google Meet, where the please send the timing so that again I can talk with you and then again tell you about the how to go about and how to study the lesson. Thank you.